The castle was like something out of a dream, or a nightmare. My best friend Daisy and I stepped into the grand ballroom, jaws dropping. Chandeliers dripped with crystals, casting a golden glow over masked guests swirling around us.
Look at this place, Lara. It's like a real-life Clue game, but with better snacks.
I laughed, adjusting my silver wolf mask. I'm a travel blogger, but this, remote Scottish castle, mysterious count, midnight masquerade, was next level. Even my fear of ghosts couldn't stop the thrill bubbling up inside me. We grabbed drinks and found a spot near a crackling fireplace, shadows dancing across ancient tapestries. Across the room, a violinist played a haunting melody. He was tall, handsome, with intense eyes that found mine.
That's Vincent, brooding artist type. Totally your kryptonite.
The music pulled everyone deeper into the party's spell. The Count was nowhere to be seen, adding to the mystery. Everything felt perfect, almost too perfect. There was a strange feeling in the air, like the quiet before a storm. A sense of anticipation. Something was about to happen. I could feel it in my bones. The air buzzed with secrets and whispered conversations. People laughed and danced, lost in the fantasy of the night. But beneath the glamour, a shiver of unease crept in. I was ready for adventure. I just didn't know how intense it would get.
It's locked! S2. Suddenly, a heavy thud echoed through the ballroom. The music stopped. Everyone froze, masks turning toward the grand entrance. A man in a gold lion mask yanked the door. Nothing. He pulled again. Still nothing. No signal. S2. Panic rippled through the crowd. People rushed to other doors. Locked. Daisy pulled out her phone. First the doors, now the phones and lights. This is classic horror movie stuff. S2. Mine's dead too. A murmur spread as everyone realized we were cut off. The chandeliers flickered, plunging us into moments of darkness. Each time, a gasp filled the air. The golden ballroom now felt like a trap. Shadows grew longer, decorations sinister. This isn't funny, someone muttered. Is this part of the party? But it didn't feel like a game. The air grew thick with fear. My heart pounded. No kidding, S2. I grabbed Daisy's arm, my knuckles white. Okay, this has officially stopped being fun.
We stood frozen, surrounded by strangers with hidden faces, trapped inside a castle that suddenly felt like a tomb. The beautiful decorations looked sinister in the stuttering light. The shadows in the corners seemed to grow deeper, hiding unseen things. I'm scared of a lot of things, but being trapped was a whole new level. The sense of dread was overwhelming. We were completely at the mercy of the unknown. A scream shattered the tension, a raw, piercing cry of terror. The lights flickered, then steadied. We saw Vincent, the violinist, on the floor, clutching his neck, his violin smashed beside him. Blood stained his shirt. The end of his own violin bow was embedded in his shoulder.
Don't move him. Someone get me clean cloth now.
People scrambled to help. I stood stunned, my mind racing. This wasn't a prank. This was a violent attack. The party had turned into a crime scene in the blink of an eye.
Lara, we need to get out of here, right now.
But the locked doors and the bleeding man told us escape was no longer an option. The beautiful, enchanting castle now felt like a predator. We were trapped in here with a monster. But trust was in short supply. The real nightmare had just begun. We need to stay calm and work together if we want to survive. The whispers and secrets of the masquerade were gone, replaced by real danger. The attack on Vincent wasn't the beginning. It was just the latest chapter. Great. We're in the middle of a murder mystery, and it's not a game. His confession explained so much. His watchful demeanor, his calm reaction to the attack. But now the attacker knew there was a detective in the room. The game had changed. The stakes were higher. We weren't just trapped. We were trapped with a potential murderer who had already attacked once tonight. Rohan's revelation painted a target on his back, and on ours. The beautiful, mysterious castle suddenly had a dark and bloody history. The local police wrote them off as accidents. I didn't believe it. The pattern was too clear. So I came here undercover to find out what really happened. We came to a party at a serial killer's castle. I knew I should have stayed home. The bottom dropped out of my stomach. 4 people, missing, from here. As guests rushed to help, I removed my mask and faced the terrified crowd. My name is Rohan Singh. I was a detective. I didn't come here for the party. I'm here because 4 people have disappeared from this castle over the past 5 years, all during this masquerade. Panic took over. The crowd erupted, banging on doors, screaming. The beautiful masks now seemed grotesque, hiding the faces of potential victims or the attacker.
That's it. I'm out. There has to be another way. A window, a secret passage, anything.
We pushed through the frantic crowd searching for escape. Tall windows lined one wall, rain lashing against the glass. A burly man tried to smash one with a chair. The glass didn't even crack.
It's no use!
My last spark of hope flickered and died. We were sealed in. The screams, the blood, Rohan's story all swirled in my head. Who could we trust? Was Rohan really on our side? Was Vincent just a victim? All I knew was that we were in terrible danger. We looked at each other, the same thought in our eyes. We had to find a way out, and we had to do it ourselves. The nightmare was only beginning.